Americans and permanent U.S. residents seized and held by authorities in Venezuela are now coming home. The U.S. Embassy in Venezuela releasing this photo of the Americans. The United States had considered them to be wrongfully detained. The Americans also taking this selfie on the plane back home. In the exchange, El Salvador released more than 250 Venezuelans who had been deported in the Trump administration's crackdown. The U.S. had sent many of those Venezuelans to a notorious prison in El Salvador in that airlift back in March. ABC's Rachel Scott leads us off with late details just coming in. Down to the tragic accident that took the life of 3 sheriff's deputies in L.A. County, the explosion in the parking lot of an arson explosives detail facility. Sources say the deputies were handling explosives brought back from a seemingly routine call. Officers rushing to the scene, the FBI, LAPD, and ATF offering help. The Sheriff's Department mourning their worst loss of life in 168 years. ABC's Trevor Ault is on the scene.
Tonight, a horrific explosion at a law enforcement training center, killing 3 Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies.
This is, unfortunately, the largest loss of life for us as the LA County Sheriff's Department since 1857.
Witnesses reported hearing a massive boom just after 7:30 this morning at the arson explosives detail facility in East LA.
An explosion with 3 down. Fire is also notified.
You can see 2 covered bodies of those deputies on the ground next to a truck with open doors, a 3rd body covered by a blue tarp a few feet away. Sources tell ABC News preliminary information shows they were handling an explosive they'd recovered from a routine bomb squad call and believed it was safe to move when it exploded. The back window of that police SUV blown out. Investigators sealing off the scene for hours. All 3 deputies described as elite members of the arson explosive detail with decades of service.
They are fantastic experts, and unfortunately, I lost 3 of them today.
The sheriff visibly emotional as he addressed the media.
I have met with 2 of the 3 families thus far, and as you can imagine, those were extremely challenging conversations. So, anyways, ready for questions.
And late today, a somber procession for those 3 fallen deputies.
And when investigators are now trying to retrace the steps of these bomb squad members, trying to better understand the devices they picked up during that call on Thursday. They thought those devices were safe. They need to know how they exploded this morning.
Yeah, still a lot of questions in this case. Trevor, thank you. Next tonight, more than 60 million Americans on alert for flash flooding, dangerous heat, and severe storms sweeping from the Midwest to New York. In Indiana, this camper caught in the floodwaters washed away and slammed into a bridge. A tropical rainstorm in Louisiana and across the Gulf, up to 2 inches of rain in an hour. Lee Goldberg tracking it all in just a moment. But first, ABC's Alex Perez in New Orleans tonight.
Tonight, millions on high alert for flash floods once again as summer storms fire up. Overnight, southern Indiana hit hard. In New Pekin, Indiana, this camper slamming into that bridge, bobbing in the water before it's crumpled like a soda can, sucked under the bridge by the fast-moving water.
Oh, God, there it goes.
Thankfully, no one was inside. From Texas and New Mexico to New York City. The month of July has been marked by epic floods, and so far this year, the National Weather Service has issued more than 3,000 flood alerts. Along the Gulf Coast, tropical rainstorms flooding roads in New Iberia, Louisiana.